Good morning, good morning. Hello, beauties. I'm not even going to say good morning because there's no telling when you will see this message. So I'm just going to say hello and leave it at that. It has been a while since I've done a recording because I've had a lot of ish going on in my life. So if you are seeing my video for the first time, hello, I'm Queen Fee. For those of y'all that want to know that government, Fiona. A lot of people can't pronounce my name correctly. They want to call me Fiona. They want to get me confused with Shrek. And no, I'm not the princess. I am the queen. So if you're going to try to go there, let's go there and pronounce it the correct way, which is Fiona. I don't like it when people give me those Fifis and the pet names and all of that. So we're going to just stop at Queen Fee. So welcome and thank you for tuning in to my channel. On my channel, I like to do a lot of different stuff because I am an air sign. I am Gemini for real, for real. And I get scattered and I like to do a lot of things at once. So, um, Spirit led me to go ahead and hop on and do this message for many reasons. But first, let me just say I'm sorry to those that I have not opened up and shared with because I've gone through a lot of stuff in my journey that will probably be beneficial for someone else because as anyone that is going through an awakening knows, sometimes it gets crazy and it makes you feel like you are completely insane. So yeah, I did kind of retreat and went into my own head for a while. Um, yeah, yeah, because sometimes when you're processing, you need to shut off the outside chatter, and outside opinions don't really matter. So you have to go within. Going within finally opened my eyes to a lot of things that has been right in my face that I chose to ignore. A lot of red flags. A lot of red flags. I ignored them because I have a habit of looking past everyone's roughness and seeing the good in that person. So with that being said, I can be played at times. Um, yeah, I'm gonna just say that I can be played at times. So recently, I have had my tower moment, and when I say a tower moment, like this shit came through like a storm. Any and everything that could go wrong did go wrong when it rains it pours, right? So I've always had the love and the support of my grandmother, and like, she is my everything. So recently, she passed away. She lost her battle to cancer in the month of September. So she passed away the very end of September. And from that point on, it just kind of like catapulted. My dad got sick, found out that he was diagnosed with cancer too. So back and forth with that, back and forth with that. Not only that, but in the midst of that, I realized who I thought was a twin flame, I had it backwards, was just a soulmate. And this newer connection that I've been in has really revealed himself. And yeah, I see everything for how it is now. But not only did I see that and the things that he brought clarity and understanding to about myself, but I realized that I had been blinded by the catalysts that were put in my life. And one of the catalysts I love, love, love deeply. So when I found out that this bitch, I'm gonna say this bitch, this bitch had been doing dark magic against me and pretty much just watching to see what my outcome or how I was gonna maneuver and get through it like it was a game. Like it was seriously a game. Broke my entire heart, okay? And I'm gonna say this. I still love her, praying for her every single day. Every single day. Just hoping and wishing and praying that she gonna cross over to this love and light. Um, but hold on, I want to shout out someone though. I want to shout out someone because in understanding certain catalysts that were put in my life, I had like a wow, okay, this so makes sense. When a friend of mine shared a video from Conjure Queen. And if you don't know about Conjure Queen, you need to check her out. Um, this queen is dropping a lot of good knowledge. So she had this video called Agent and Stalkers. And I'm not going to go into detail because that would defeat the whole purpose of you going to her page and checking her out. But the video is called Agent and Stalkers. And when I listened to it, it made sense on the catalysts that are in my life because not only did I have a really close friend that played a catalyst, but I also have a family member that has been a catalyst in my life. And we've had some challenging times, but I'm doing this video because obviously a sister done overcame that, right? So when all of that unfolded, I found out that there was dark magic being used against me, and it's been going on for quite some time. We're talking about years that this person has just been watching me jump these hurdles, and now that all this time has passed, this person is just looking like, you're not depressed, you're not feeling suicidal. You're not drinking yourself into a coma? Oh, you're you're doing self-reflection. You're giving yourself self-love. Like was totally amazed but disgusted that I was doing so well. And it wasn't until that moment when I got that call. And I was vibing so high that day. Oh, she called me, and even though things were really rough in my life, and I'm not gonna act like it was easy, like I did not shed some tears, like I was not stressed, because I really, really was. But the veil's been lifted. So I've been able to see things through these spiritual eyes. And these spiritual eyes is grateful now. Grateful for every hardship and every challenge that I've encountered because it has catapulted me to a new place, to a new space in my life. And it's really showing me who I am, and I'm learning what I'm capable of. And I'm going to tell you, we're limitless. There are no restrictions. So I want to encourage my divine feminines and my divine masculines because guess what? You are doing the healing work. You are putting in that work. You are healing. You are breaking generational curses. You are like you are the track star of your life. And every challenge, every obstacle that comes your way, like it's like the hurdle's not even there. Like, when you're so used to challenges, you just instinctively feel it. It's like a blind man walking around the house. He knows where everything is. It doesn't matter. He's going to just fill it out. He's just going to go. He's not going to just sit there in the bed and say, my life is over. No, I'm going to see it from a different perspective, right? And so that's what I did. I rose up, I saw things from a different perspective. And now I am so grateful and I am so abundantly blessed to have met this person. Like, this person probably thinks I hate their guts because um, when we spoke, I was vibing high, but it was still at the same time, I see you. I see you. I see you. I feel you. And I'm not bothered by you. And it came to a point to where I had to think about, I was like, wow, this is someone that I looked up to. This is someone that I thought was so in their power and just so in touch with themselves. And this person so intimidated by me, so intimidated by my light, regardless as to how much I wanted to see the both of us shine, everyone win. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't want to sit back and laugh at the ones who don't get it. I want to help the ones that don't get it. Ain't that what we're here for? We're here for love, right? We're here to practice unconditional love. So if we're going to make fun of, we're going to talk about, we're going to, be the crabs and, the crabs in the pot trying to pull each other down. And what is the purpose? How are you feeling any love? How are you feeling any joy? So I had to really look, I see this person so different now. And instead of being mad, instead of being vengeful, because when I realized why this person was trying to hold me back, and see, this is what you have to realize, my divine feminines and my divine masculines. When you have someone in your life that is purposely trying to stop you, purposely trying to slow you down, use that. Boss the fuck up, handle your business, and move forward. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to keep smiling, I'm going to keep growing, and guess what? This underdog going to always prevail. And when I look back in life, guess what? All of these obstacles, all these challenges has made me so strong to the point where it's like, what am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? I've done everything my entire life by myself, for myself. I've been like, God has put resources and people and blessings right there in front of me, right when I need it. The guidance has always been there. So when all of these recent challenges started going on, I mean some challenges, I buried my grandmother, I buried my daughter's father, and then I buried my father all within months. I did not get a break. I do not even think, there was a long period to grieve. I didn't even get that grievance moment per se, but looking with spiritual eyes, right? It's different. It's not like any loss that I've ever lost before, because I now understand energy. And I done already communicated with so many other souls that when my important souls crossed over, I was ready. And people sit there and tell you, oh, it takes 6 months for a loved one to reach out to you because they're transitioning and whatever. Lies. Lies. The universe knows no time. Everything is within divine timing. And if you need your mama and your mama is in a different realm, guess what? Just like that, she's going to be there. So I got my messages from my loved ones, and I know that they're okay, and I know that I can communicate with them. I talk to them just as I talk to a girlfriend or whatever that just walked in the room. When I feel that energy shift and I know it's someone there, I'm gonna ask, who's there? Well, guess what? You be still and you listen, you're going to get a response. So, do I get sad that I can't just pick up the phone and it's not that physical 3D, communication? Yeah, I miss that. I miss that. But I got to have that moment to where in my abandonment, because like I said, I'm on a twin flame journey, and this twin running me tried that, tried that. Uh, but my twin really challenged me, and has really brought out so much in me that can't even be upset. Like I said, just like the catalyst, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for these people bringing out the best in me. So, I'm going to take it for what it is and I'm going to move on. But, what I'm going to encourage you to do, divine feminines and masculines, is to feel yourself. Take time to go within. Take time to shut the world out and do what you need to do for you. There, this quarantine, safe at home, has been such a blessing because it's really given us a chance to get ourselves back together, mind, body, and spirit, right? So it's forcing us to be a lot more still than we have to be, right? So this is giving us time to enjoy that time with our family. Um, those of you with small children, our educators raise our children. Let's be real about it. The educators raise our children. And why do I say that? Because the majority of the day they are there in school. You don't get to spend as much time with your kids as the educators do. So they're home. They're doing non-traditional school. Now you get a chance to see what they're doing. Because when they come home, you be like, oh, how was your day or whatever. They're not great to tell you, you know what, we learned this and we learned that. Guess what? What I learned and what my daughter is learning is Greek to me. I don't understand it. So do I like to kind of hover over her shoulder and see what's going on? Yeah, I love watching her work from home. But also I get to I get to be that house on the prairie mom to get up and fix breakfast and lunch, dinner, whatever, get to keep the house good, get to, really communicate. But it's given us time. It's given us time. And the way I spent my time as soon as we got this quarantine was I went within. I went within. I shut down when I started seeing, when that third eye opened up and I started seeing folks for who they were. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. And the messages were coming so quick that as quick as they were coming, they were being processed. Clarity and understanding was coming in. And so it was just an accelerated motion. So, yeah, like everything was going on, but I was growing on. Um, so I pulled a few cards. This deck is the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Love, love, love this deck. Because these cards are just beautiful and they speak to me. And so I had started pulling some cards for myself. And then I thought, you know what? I hold on to a lot of good information. And I just, I don't know. I don't know. It's been a me, 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 me. And then I got to thinking, Dad, I feel bad because there's a lot of people still stuck in confusion. There's a lot of people still trying to dig their way out. So, yeah, I want to try to pop on every now and then and encourage y'all. I really, really tried to do a live. I don't know if it's because everybody's at home or whatever, but YouTube is not letting me do this live. I don't know why, but it's not. oh well, not gonna worry about it. I'll just keep posting these videos until the bandwidth or whatever speeds up and I'm able to do a live, because I really want that live because I want to get y'all's energy. But just like I listen to other readers and I know that a lot of readings are collective energy, is why I'm going to share this. But before I share these cards that I pulled, I want to tell you, like, be proud of yourself, because not everyone faces their challenges. Not everyone is able to really see their shadow self and do the inner work to heal. Some people are running around just so dark, so hurt, so ignorant. So, if you have embodied your divine femininity and masculinity, be proud of yourself. And for those of you that are on the twin flame journey, much love, peace, and blessings to you, because I do know it is rough, it is challenging. Um, but keep your head up. You're gonna get through it. And the reason why you're gonna get through it is because you was pre-selected that way. You was pre-selected that way because in past lives you have already proven your strength. So know that you are special. Know that you are targeted by these catalysts because you have a divine purpose that not everyone can fulfill. So yes, there are gonna be haters. Let them hate. Let them hate. Because guess what? You're always going to be good. You're always safe. So it really doesn't matter what anyone has to say, what obstacles anyone tries to, put in your way. This house that I'm sitting in right now, I found out that, the person that was calling, checking on me, and I thought was encouraging me, you know, uh, gave me gifts to put inside my home, uh, was doing magic against me so that I wouldn't get it. And let me say this. When someone tries to use their power to against you to ruin your life, what God has for you is for you. Might be a little delay, but it don't matter. It's yours because God said so. So with that being said, let's jump into these cards. I'm going to go pretty quickly because I've already connected with the cards. I know what it means for me. Um, and so hopefully, this connects with you too. If not, it's just not for you. And there's going to be someone on here that has a reading for you. What I will say is that when I can't hear spirit clearly and I need confirmation, I say a prayer. Oh, my battery is probably about to die on us. Let me make this super duper duper quick. Um, Forget it. I just got to get into the reading because my battery is so low that it wants to cut my video off, and I'm gonna be so mad because I've been on her trying to do a live and whatever for so long that, yeah, whatever. First card is trust. I want you to really look at that card because this trust card is pretty much telling you to trust in yourself. In traditional tarot, this card would be the Fool. This in the picture, you see the girl like she's, about to jump, like she's taking a leap, like, it's all about trust, faith, being daring, being courageous. The Fool is about new beginnings. So we go through these hardships, we lose these friends, we we lose these relationships so that we can build a deeper relationship with ourselves, so that we can open more doors for opportunities, whether that be a job, a new relationship, strengthening the relationship with yourself. Like I said, I had to go within. I had to do a lot of self love. I really had to rebuild my worth you know, and tell myself I am enough. So this is the new beginnings card. This is the Fool. So this is new love. This is new relationship. So trust. that everything is working out for your highest good. I trust that everything is working out for my highest good. That is probably one of my favorite affirmations that I say repeatedly throughout the day, is that everything is always working out for my highest good. And I have to accept and respect in divine timing and release that control. For me, that was part of my journey. I had to release that control. So the next card we have is reach out. You see that girl sitting there all by herself? Yeah, guess what? A lot of times when we've been through so many challenges and we've had to do it all on our own, we sit and we carry all that burden on our own. Spirit is saying reach out, ask for help, whether it be a friend, a loved one, a community center agency, whatever resource it is that you need help with. I want you to put that out there into the universe and say, I'm looking for this person to help me with this. And boom, that person's going to be there. Creator always makes sure that we have what we need when we need it. The right people, the right resources always pop up in divine timing. So until then, seek. And the only way to seek is by going within. You have to go within. Nobody else can really give you advice about your life, about your journey, because they don't know your life. They don't know their journey. So you have to go within. So this card is really encouraging. It really, for me, it's like, take your ass outside, go sit by the trees, meditate. And you know what I have found? There was a park that I fell in love with because I thought that, it was just like this was a magical place. No, it was not really necessarily a magical place, but I had that, epiphany, that aha moment, that great connection, with my guides, that I left that park just so filled that, it's like I knew what to do. I knew what step to make, so we have to seek, we have to go within. We have to go within, because you are the magician. You are the magician. So make sure that your thoughts are positive. Make sure that you are focused on your desired outcome. Because right now, this universal shift means that we're ready. Like, we're empowered. We're rejuvenated. So be careful what you wish for, because shit's happening. Like, no, now. So be careful what you wish for. And don't be afraid to confront your shadow self. Release that fear. Release that doubt. Release that uncertainty. You know, some of the most beautiful chapters in your life won't have a title until later. So we have to just go through it, right? We just have to face it. So look in the mirror. A friend of mine was talking about taking a black candle, going into the bathroom, and facing her shadow self, that was more so away, so that you can see the things that you've been lying to yourself about. So you might want to try that out. I'm gonna have to ask her where she found that shadow shadow work ritual at, but don't be afraid. And you know what? You have guides for a reason. Ask your guides to show you. Ask your guides to point you in the direction, to give you signs. If you need to be like, hey, I need a specific sign. Like, I need to see an elephant when I come across, what it is I need to be focused on, or what I need to draw my attention to. And then all of a sudden you walk, you're somewhere, someone says something, and this chick got on, an elephant charm necklace or whatever. I don't care, but put it out there. Your guides are going to respond. That's what they're there for. But most importantly, move. But when you move, make sure that every movement is focused on love, right? We want all of our interactions to be loving. We want, we do. We want all of our interactions to be loving, whether it's, you know, in our career, in our relationship, whatever cycle that is, but you need to move. You need to move. And you see that there's two hands there, and there's a heart. So it's like, back to this. Trust it, because whether this is a relationship with yourself, whether it's a relationship with your divine partner, the heart is hurt. Pretty much, the cards are telling you we got a lot of major arcanas here. This trust card is the Fool. We have the Sea card. This is the Hermit. We have the Manifest. This is the Magician. We have Confront, which is the Moon. You know, bottom line, you were built for this. Everything is always working out for you in divine timing. So keep your thoughts positive and really think about what it is you want to manifest, because the time is here. The time is here. This is your time to shine. So don't let any hater dim your light. Start your day off with some affirmations. Journal these thoughts. Start journaling your journey so that you can keep up with how quickly things are changing, because you don't really realize how much you process and go through within a day unless you have something to go back upon and read and be like, wow, this happened. Oh, wow, this ended up being the outcome later on. So, yeah, I want you to really focus on your mental. That's what I've been doing. I've been focusing on my mental. You see these affirmations going on. Guess what? I sleep with affirmation. Not affirmations, but frequencies. I play frequencies all throughout the night. And then when I wake up in the morning and I'm ready to get my day going or whatever, I switch it up. I play my affirmations. I go from frequencies, affirmations, whatever. And I do pull cards to see what it is, what areas I need to work on so that I can listen to that frequency. I have been doing some yoga, and I decided, you know what? All of that good loving that I was getting with that twin flame, wasn't worried about working out and keeping that weight under control. All of those things that I ignored has now been my primary focus. So I am putting all of that love, all of that attention, all of that time into myself. I am taking a time in my life to be selfish, and I advise you to do the same. If I could be of any help to you and give you a reading, I'm here for that. I will say I'm not going to spend my entire day giving readings, because I don't charge astronomical prices for my gift. I just don't. I just don't feel like it's necessary. I manifest the money that I need to take care of me and my loved ones. And Creator's been so good taking care of that. So for right now, until I feel like someone or some folks is taking advantage, I prefer to do blessing readings. And what that pretty much means is I will give a reading for $11.11.